Welcome to the final part of our series about the estate administration process. In this part, I would like to cover the most common question that I'm asked, and that is, how long will it take to administer the estate? The honest answer to this question is, well, it depends. I've had clients tell me that their friend down at the pub did their mother's estate in less than a month, and I'm afraid to say that if probate is required, that's not necessarily the case. I always say for a straightforward or average case, it will probably take between 9 months and a year to administer the estate, but that can vary depending on the complexity of the assets and other family interests involved. The longest I've ever seen an estate last in my career has been 15 years. So in this video, I'm going to set out the typical time frame to administer the average estate. So once you've met with your solicitor, they will make inquiries into the value of the estate. That involves contacting all the institutions who may hold assets or liabilities, and also making the inquiries into the constitution of the estate, whether the deceased made any gifts. Only after all this information has been received can the documents to apply for the grant of representation be prepared, and that's the application for probate and the inheritance tax return. Typically, to get this information in and to prepare the documents takes between 3 and 6 months. If inheritance tax is payable, then that has to be paid at that point, and the inheritance tax return has to be submitted to HM Revenue and Customs. And then you've got to wait for the receipt to be issued to say from the tax man that they've received the money. So once this has been submitted, then probate or the grant of representation is obtained. This means that we can then start administering the estate. That means collecting in all the assets and dealing with income tax, capital gains tax issues that may arise. At that stage, trustee notices should be placed, and these are placed in the London Gazette and a local paper. These adverts give a 2-month notice period in which unknown creditors can claim for any debts. This really does protect the executors or personal representatives dealing with the estate. Once this time frame has elapsed, then interim distributions can be made to the beneficiaries. And this is really between the 6 and the 9-month period. From month 9 onwards to the end of the year, that is then finalising the estate, making sure everything has been dealt with, and then the final distributions can be made after final estate accounts have been produced. So that's really the time frame for an average estate. However, things can make this period shorter or longer. For example, if a house should fail to sell, or if there are inquiries into the estate for inheritance tax purposes. So this really should be treated as a guide. So this is the final part of our video regarding the estate administration process, which I hope you found useful. If you'd like to get in touch to discuss any estate administration or probate needs, please do so on the details below.